It's going to be a spectacular morning because we're really tapping into the luxury side of things here at the Luxury Home and Design Show. And Theron, I mean, how could you not love this kind of space? But people want to be able to bring a little element of that to whatever space they have.
Well, that's right. And we can draw from a large garden like this and take the elements that they have there and take them into the tiniest garden you might have on your patio at home.
So the trends we're seeing here are Versailles, elements of Asian, I think that you were saying. We started to see a bit more of that nowadays.
Well, here on the West Coast, we've got elements of the classic European and all of the Asian cultures coming together in the gardens and at home.
Okay, so we've got a container that we can work with here. Basic soil.
Yeah, sea soil or anything you find at your garden store.
Okay, and what kind of elements do we want to incorporate to kind of get this big vibe here in this small space?
Well, no garden is complete without herbs or fragrance, so start with some lavender.
Okay, and then to get something that is a little bit more, I guess, sophisticated, like a topiary, we have elements of that as well.
Topiaries consist of things like boxwoods or euonymus. Euonymus will give you something nice and tall and very structured, as well as boxwoods.
And how do we get the shapes? How complicated is that?
Don't be afraid to cut.
Okay.
It'll always grow back. You can use your scissors in your kitchen, or you can use big pruning shears if that's what you have.
Excellent. So we've got a couple of different styles here. We have some that are kind of narrow and a bit more coarse, and then this seems a bit more lush and...
The new growth is really soft and luscious, and it's a pleasure to touch, and you can always prune it into whatever shape you like, especially something round.
But not everyone has space for a big water feature, but you can still bring elements.
Like stone, you can bring some gravel, and you can finish it off with something structural like a stone that resembles a fountain.
Excellent. So you just stick it kind of right in there?
Just put it right on top.
So Michelle, I'm thinking, I don't know, was it Smiley or Sparkles that Riaz used to have a pet stone? I'm thinking you can bring a sentimental value into the garden. Sprinkles, that's right. So little Sprinkles could have a little garden with him and Lori.
When you need a friend, you just pick up your pet rock.
By the way, we have 2 tickets to give away. Drop us an email, contest@btvancouver.ca. Subject luxury ticket prize worth $200. Are we supposed to put the pinky up when I drink the tea?
It's optional. It's your choice.
It's all about knowing what to do, and we're talking, of course, here at the Luxury Home and Design Show, and for some people, the luxury of having time for tea.
Correct.
Is definitely there. You're a tea sommelier. What exactly does that mean?
Well, a tea sommelier should know all the aspects around the preparation, the regions the teas are grown, basically everything there is to know about tea, and there's a lot to know.
We're talking obviously about high-quality tea. We're here with TWG, and
Indeed.
Darjeeling is one of those teas that I'm not quite sure what I should be tasting. What exactly are some of the notes of Darjeeling tea?
Well, Darjeeling, there's different flushes which refer to the time of year the teas are plucked. So in this case, we're featuring a first flush Darjeeling. Imagine this, less than 3 weeks ago, this was still in the bushes in India. That's how fresh it is. So the notes that you would want to have was Brazil notes, papaya notes. Just imagine sitting in a garden and smelling
the fresher the tea, the more fresh and garden-like it should smell.
Right.
Now, how do we brew a proper cup of tea? Because a tea bag, I know I drop it in there and I assume I'm going to do it right, but loose leaf tea is a bit stressful.
It can be, but it really shouldn't. It's fairly simple. There's a few golden rules that you want to follow through with. If you use simmering water, you're going to be good on most accounts. There's certain teas that require different temperatures, but simmering water is a good step. A rule of thumb is a teaspoon per cup.
Okay.
And then depending on the type of tea, let's say a black tea, 3 to 5 minutes steeping, and then remove the leaves so that the consistency of strength will
You talked about the golden rule.
Yes.
Tea with gold?
Why not? Absolutely.
How much is that worth?
Well, this one retails for approximately $2,400 for 100 grams.
And it's actually got gold in it?
It does have 24-karat gold in it, but the tea itself is extra special. It's a very fine white tea that's hand-picked, only available 2 days out of the whole year. And imagine that this is hand-picked by women because they have more of a better quality picking than men would.
We have the gentle touch.
The gentle touch, absolutely.
If you want the luxury touch and some luxury expertise from Ressa, you can make your way here to the Luxury Home and Design Show. We have 2 tickets to give away. Drop us an email, contest@btvancouver.ca. Subject, luxury, and now for a spot of tea. We're just in one of many rooms here at the Luxury Home and Design Show.
That's right. There's over 25 different rooms to experience, everything from the front facade, you go through a big, huge corridor, 16 different of Western Canada's top design minds have created places where you can walk through, touch and feel. It's all like dreams coming true for designers.
Truly, because I walk in and this is clearly a luxury bathroom. I mean, everything from the tile to the chandelier to even a fireplace.
Absolutely.
And oh yeah, who doesn't want a television inside their bathroom? And the idea is people don't have to recreate these things. It's about getting inspired, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. For just for a few hours, you get to own all of this. This can belong to you.
It can belong to you. including the chandelier. No, and in fact, we have a couple of tickets that we'll be giving away. The Luxury Home Design Show are $100 each, and because it's really an inspirational time for people, Joy, where you can maybe dream of designing without limits. Technology, first time revealed here in Canada. Tell us about what people can see.
Volcanic ash combined with high heat technology is a negative velocity curve. It will hold the heat for you up to 30 minutes.
So a tub that holds the heat, that is awesome. What are we seeing different in the commode there?
This is a touchless toilet, so you by swiping movement, the
So
user
like that kind
can,
of thing there.
yeah, you can see the light.
Yeah.
So you can. The long one is the big flush, the small one is the small flush.
That is super high tech. Something we can kind of bring it down for people to understand. When you design, I understand that you get some of your inspiration from the runways.
Yes. We see a lot of gold and black in the last couple of years, so my inspiration came from that. The hardwood floor, actually the starting point, Stili, Italy, has a lab that create very nude style. This piece of wood was sent to me from years ago, and I always want to do something with it, so this is the place to start.
Beautiful, and I can see there's a place for the television, some world-renowned artists featured in this vignette as well.
Yes, Peter Gorman, who is actually locally very widely known. This is a what called Eagle Maze. It started in pre-Roman time and become very popular in Renaissance. It's completely hand-painted with gold leaf.
So if people are designing at home and they can't afford the luxury of something like this, how can they incorporate that fashion into just even a small space?
Small accessory like pillows, your toothbrush holder, that even a vase of flowers, that will make a huge difference in your personal room.
Something as we get ready to go to break that might make a huge difference. Check this out, everybody. Oh yeah, the medicine cabinet, a reveal. Perfect. Just one of the few innovations that you'll see here, tapping into all the designers as well. The Luxury Home and Design Show, 2 tickets available. Contest at btvancouver.ca. Subject, luxury. We're going to take a break.